Hey, this is Samantha here from RecipeThis.com and the voice behind the popular Kitchen Gadgets podcast, Magic with Gadgets. Today I want to show you just how easy it is to make a creamy tomato soup in the soup maker. Well, before we dive into this recipe, I just wanted to suggest that you head over to RecipeThis.com. We've got more than 1,200 kitchen gadget recipes, including recipes for the air fryer, instant pot, slow cooker, soup maker, bread maker, microwave, Ninja Foodie, and many others. We also have a free weekly newsletter, which you can find on the homepage of RecipeThis.com, or you can find it on RecipeThis.com/newsletter. And there you can get our best kitchen gadget recipes sent to your inbox every Friday morning. Do you always buy this and instead want to make your own homemade tomato soup? Then that's what I'm going to be showing you how to do today. I'm a huge fan of tomato soup and I also use it as a plan B whenever I need a tomato sauce recipe too. For example, I use this whenever I'm serving spaghetti and meatballs. It freezes very, very well, and it's also perfectly paired with our air fryer grilled cheese sandwiches as well. So, what do you actually need to make your own homemade tomato soup? Well, plenty of these. I think what you'd be surprised about is that most recipes that you see online for tomato soup are heavy on tin tomatoes. But they're very good for you nutritionally, and nutritionists often recommend that you buy them because tomatoes are canned at their best possible moment before loads of extras are filled in to them, so you don't have the chemicals that you get when you buy fresh tomatoes from the supermarket, and it's much better for you than, say, going for a jar of Dolmio sauce. We have tomato puree, garlic puree, onion, mixed herbs, salt and pepper, and we also have some red pepper, which adds a lovely flavour to your tomato soup, as well as sweet potato. These are the sweet potatoes we're using, and basically it's used to thicken your soup. You know, if you just did tomatoes or tin tomatoes on their own, it becomes quite a thin soup and you need a lot of double cream to make it thick. So instead, sweet potato is like your secret ingredient to make a lovely, creamy and delicious tomato soup. And then of course, you can add in other herbs and spices that you want, like basil's good, oregano's good, thyme's really good, so is parsley. Depends what you've got in, or just keep it even more simple. Mixed herbs, a mixture of them all. And to get started, what I recommend you do first is, so by them being at the bottom, it helps the soup maker mix. And then I also recommend one of your cans of tin tomatoes at the bottom. Again, stops the bottom of your soup makers from burning. Note, there's no actual extra stock in this recipe like in many soup maker recipes, so this is your stock. So make sure you've got adequate at the bottom, because especially the more you reach the soup maker, it will burn. So then once you've got those out of the way, let's do some peeling and dicing, shall we? So move the chopping board forward so you can see what we've got. We've got a very large onion here, and these extra vegetables are really important, so we're going to add these first and then we'll fit in as many tin tomatoes that will fit. Depending on your soup maker, you might be able to do a total of 2 cans, or if you've got a bigger one, and more. This onion's pretty rubbish that I've got here. Fortunately, it's the only one I've got in, so I'm just going to make the best of it. So keep that bit there. Then that bit's a bit too bad, so there's that. But you just hate it when you get an onion out and it's rubbish. Oh, and it's killing my eyes. Don't tell anyone. I'm going to start crying in a minute. So then once you've chopped your onion, oh God, and that's still quite a lot of onion even if it was bad in places. That's why I try and go with large ones, and then if I lose some, it's not end of the world. Oh my God, I'm really properly crying here. It's the first time I've probably done that on video. Can you see? See, you know, you see all these jokes about putting masks on your face when you're peeling onions, and all these different tricks, but I've yet to see one that properly actually works. Oh, the hubby's just thrown me some tissue, isn't he sweet? But yeah, look, all of an onion. I will survive. I did something awful to Sophia when she was a baby. She wouldn't leave my arms. She wouldn't let me put her down to eat. So I used to do all my cooking with her in the baby carrier on me. Well, I peeled a really strong onion, didn't I? Imagine a baby, can't you, screaming over a strong onion. She was not happy. She still don't want to go down though. I just never actually thought that the onion would get. Right. One sweet potato in. And there's another. Right, so that's the rest of the sweet potato in. Now goes in the pepper. Red pepper just goes so well in the tomato soup. And another ingredient that you can use as well, I haven't got any spare, but I would normally include it, is some courgette, or you might call it zucchini, because that adds lovely flavour. And then as you can see, it's getting really full. And the idea here is that we're going to put a can of tin tomatoes on top, and then it will reduce as it starts to cook. It's like it's boiling, so if you press it down as far as you can, you'll be able to fit some more in then. And then I haven't got much left in these tubes, so I've got another one as backup just in case. With. Oh, a bit of onion that went missing. It's actually salt and pepper in. Let's add in some mixed herbs. And then you can finish it off with some tin tomatoes. So if you see how full it is, I can easily fit another can in. And if I wanted to do more, what I could do is when I'm actually blending it, is to add another tin in. I could force another tin in there, but it might overfill it slightly, so I'm just going to leave it like that for now. So place the lid on your instant pot. Place your lid on your soup maker. You can tell I've got the instant pot on in the background cooking something else because my brain's gone dead. And then I'm going to go with chunky soup so that the bottom of it can cook well and it's not mixing as much. So then press chunky soup. Automatically set it to half an hour. We're going to come back in 25 minutes and then check on it and see what else it needs. My brain's gone dead. And then I'm going to go with chunky soup so that the bottom of it can cook well and it's not mixing as much. So then press chunky soup. Automatically set it to half an hour. We're going to come back in 25 minutes and then check on it and see what else it needs. So we've let the tomato soup cook for about 25 minutes now. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove the lid, add in some extra salt and pepper, because the soup maker is technically boiling the veggies and this can lose a lot of the delicious flavour from them. And then add in some basil as well. Oh, this is a new full one. I better not add too much. And then I'm also going to add in some more tin tomatoes because as you can see it's shrunk down a bit now, so it can hold some more. And then it's ready now for giving it its final blend. So, soup maker lid on. And you're looking for blend. And we're going to start on a medium. And now it's done about 17 seconds, and that's all it really needs. And then we can have a look on, wow, as you can see, we've got lovely tomato soup. Let me give you a close up on the spoon there. Oh, wow, that looks amazing. So that's the tomato soup. I'm just going to give it a moment or two to cool down before I tuck in and try it. So now the tomato sauce, come tomato soup, has had long enough to cool a little bit. Let's try it, shall we? So, wow, look at that soup. Doesn't it look amazing? Oh, it's really nice as well. I like it where it's got a little bit of chunks in it, but if you wanted to blend it smooth, you just can give it a quick blast on pulse and it'll be lovely. So there you have it, there's your tomato soup. But wait, I've got better. Don't forget, the best ingredient to go with tomato soup, grilled cheese. So this is our air fry grilled cheese that we cooked in the air fry at the same time the soup maker was on. So nice, and check out that cheese. That is so nice. And if you want this recipe as well, head over to recipethis.com and search air fry grilled cheese. Thanks so much for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to the Recipe This family. You can find us on Twitter, Facebook and Pinterest. We also have a weekly newsletter at recipethis.com/newsletter, where we share with you our latest kitchen gadget recipes, what we're cooking in the Milner kitchen, and so much more. As well as this, we recommend that you subscribe to our YouTube channel, and then whenever we have a new video, you will be the first to know. And if you want to know about all our future videos, then I recommend you hit the bell for instant notifications. But even better, we now have a podcast. It's called Magic with Gadgets. Simply search Magic with Gadgets on your favourite podcast player and you'll find us there.